Good afternoon. Welcome back. Welcome in. If you're joining me live, so glad to see you. It's a gorgeous afternoon in Central Ohio. I hope you're having the same experience wherever you are. It's always important to say the exact date. So it's BOGO week. Welcome back to your final day of BOGOs. Today is Saturday, November 20th. 2021. So whether you're watching live or catching the recording, the deal that I'm going to talk about is specific to today only and while supplies last. So let's jump in. We've been waiting all week to find out what two oils doTERRA would pair with our Rose Touch. So today's buy oil is Rose Touch. And when you put that in your cart, you're automatically going to get Helichrysum Touch and Peppermint for free. So, oh my goodness, what a combination. I want to say, as I've been waiting all week to see which oils doTERRA would choose, in the back of my mind, I was thinking it would either be Helichrysum Touch or Frankincense Touch. They would both be amazing, better together oils to put with the Rose Touch. So if anyone else is feeling just a little touch of sadness that we didn't get Frankincense Touch today, I want to remind you that for every year I've been involved, so for the past 11 years, we've always had an opportunity to get frankincense for free in December. So we will hold out our hope for that, and then we will really complete this collection of immune support and respiratory support and cellular health and mental wellness. Oh, I could just go on and on. Relief and strength and support for this epic season that we're in. So in this moment, we're going to celebrate, because what a fantastic opportunity to buy Rose and get both Helichrysum Touch and Peppermint for free. So before I go into the details on these three oils, I do just want to say, now that you know all the BOGOs, for whatever reason, there are still some BOGO boxes left. Now that you know everything, if you would want to save the most, you can still get the BOGO box. You can get all the deals from the week. The value on the box is $388, and you're only going to pay $197. You're going to have oil savings, you're going to have shipping savings, and if you get the box, then you're also going to get Adaptive Touch. This was not part of any of the daily deals, but it does come as an added bonus in the BOGO box when you buy that. So if that's of interest to you, you can either add it to your cart as if you already have your own account, or if you don't have your own account yet and you're ready to sign up, doTERRA is going to kick in another bonus and waive the $35 one-time fee. So additional savings if it's your time to sign up with your account. If you have questions about how to order the deal, how to sign up, just reach out to me and I will help you get all of that taken care of. So without further ado, let's talk about these three exquisite oils, starting with Rose Touch. If you have Rose Touch, open it up, breathe it in. It's my favorite places to put Rose are on my pulse points. So just here behind the ears, I'm going to put some on the back of the neck. Rose is known as the queen of oils. So it's really right up there next to frankincense with just what it offers to the body, mind, and spirit, the complete profile of all that Rose has to offer you. I'm going to talk about the emotions at the end, because all three of these oils really help in a similar and supportive combined way. So I'm going to talk about that at the end. But physically, Rose, the word that I want you to think of with all three of these oils is restorative. I love that word when I speak specifically about Rose, but it applies to Helichrysum and Peppermint as well. So Rose is beautiful for everything skin, and I'm going to pull up a post with some additional notes that I want to read to you, because there's so many things about Rose. I ran out of room on my note card. So let me just read down through these. Rose is the queen of oils and has a higher vibration than any other oil on the planet. So if you're feeling low, if whether it's physically or emotionally, and you want to raise up your vibration, your energy level, your mood, go for rose because it's the highest and it's going to be the fastest acting. If you really need to pull yourself up out of a heavy space, rose is worthy of that heavy lifting. Fun fact, it takes more than 10,000 roses to come up with just even the 5 milliliter bottle of rose oil. And so it's incredibly rare, highly sought after. And then I've already mentioned powerful benefits for both skin and emotions, very emotionally uplifting, promotes healthy, youthful skin, evens out the skin tone and reduces skin imperfections. So if you've got target areas or if you're just looking for that overall glow, rose is a beautiful component to your skincare routine. It also contributes to the healthy rejuvenation of wounds, infections, and scars. So if you're battling something really heavy duty, looking for a natural alternative to antibiotics or steroids or some of those heavy hitting meds, rose is a go-to. It's also an aphrodisiac for both women and men. It can help increase feelings of love, compassion, acceptance, and happiness. When you're doing your skincare routine, you can apply this directly to the face and neck. As you know, in all of our touch blends, not all of our rollers are touch. So right here, you see this little, it looks like a file folder and it has the word touch. That's how you know that this is a touch blend. That means it's the rose essential oil plus fractionated coconut oil as a carrier. If you have, let's see, for instance, a roller like Immortelle, it does not say touch because it is full of pure oil. It does not have fractionated coconut oil or any other carrier in the bottle. So if you're buying Immortelle, you might actually want to break it up into 2 or 3 rollers and add your own fractionated coconut oil as a carrier and really get more bang for the buck when you're purchasing that roller. But any rollers that say touch on them, they're already pre-diluted, so you can just open it up and go. So add to your skincare, just roll it right on the face, right on the neck, directly, and go. And as I demonstrated right from the top, you can wear it as a pure fume. So if you're looking for a healthy, natural alternative to perfumes, rose is an amazing choice and it's going to benefit you and everyone else around you as you become your own little personal diffuser. Everyone can benefit from that aroma and have their emotions uplifted as well. And then let me talk a little bit about Helichrysum for a minute. Now, as much as I love the smell of rose, I feel like it's almost intoxicating. It's so amazing. I cannot say the same about Helichrysum. So if you're about to open up your Helichrysum and smell it, prepare yourself for a much different experience. So my love for Helichrysum has much less to do with the way that it smells and much more to do with the way that it performs. And just as a little added bonus, I've got my Helichrysum Touch here, and I've put a little Arbor Vitae sticker on the top because I've actually added some Arbor Vitae to this roller. So if you remember, our day one deal was buy lavender and get Arbor Vitae for free. So you may want to consider combining these 2 oils. I just like to certain oils that pair well, and just along with a theme of better together for this week, you might always want to consider what oil that doesn't come in a roller might I want to add to a roller just to reduce the time of my routine, get some additional oils on my skin and into my body. So I personally have paired my Helichrysum with Arbor Vitae and recommend you do the same. That's for just a more intense immune boost. But Helichrysum's main claim to fame is that it's known as liquid stitches. So you definitely want this in your first aid kit. It's so convenient to be able to roll it on. This oil also comes in a 5 milliliter bottle, but what a blessing to have it in this convenient format so that if you've got an issue, you can just open it right up and roll it on. So definite mainstay in your first aid kit. You want this for scars, wounds, even open wounds, bruises, burns, truly anything, any type of wound whatsoever, any type of ouchie, bump, bruise, bleeding, open skin, no matter what's going on, if it's active or if it's a scar, Helichrysum is going to be just incredible in all of those situations. A couple of other uses: if you have varicose veins, you can roll some Helichrysum on there and massage it in, and it will start to alleviate that issue. If somebody's got a nosebleed, you can roll this right over the bridge of the nose and put a bandage there, and it stops the nosebleed. It's like a miracle. Very cool. It's also really beneficial for sciatica and calming the nerves. If you have anything going on with the ears and you need relief for the ears, rolling around the outside of the ear canal is a good choice. We never want to put essential oils in the ears, nor in the eyes, nor up the nose. And so if you're dealing with something in the ear, you can either roll it around, just follow the bone structure and roll it right around the outside of the ear. You can grab a cotton ball and drop some oil on the cotton ball and then nest it inside the ear. So either one of those would work. And then also just anything skin. And then let me move on to peppermint. If you've got your peppermint, pull that out. So give you that mid-afternoon boost of energy that we're all looking for. That way we can make the most of the rest of this Saturday. Peppermint is so versatile. It's one of our top 3 oils. You can use it aromatically, topically, and internally. And I'm just going to run down a long list of potential uses for you. So first up, anything digestive, from nausea to indigestion, heartburn. You can rub it right on the abdomen. You can rub it right on the chest if you're experiencing heartburn. I've also seen it help with people going through withdrawal symptoms. So on location, it can be applied. You can drop it under the tongue, or you can put it in a little shot glass with water and drink it down, or a larger glass of water. Or I know people who make peppermint tea as well. So just a drop or two of the peppermint oil in your coffee or tea mug, then pour on your water and drink. And truly, I would start with just 1 drop. It's surprising, but with 1 sip, I won't have to convince you how powerful this oil is. Just 1 drop would be enough to make an entire cup of peppermint tea for you. If you feel like you need more, you can always add more. But if you start with too much, it might not be a very comfortable experience for you. And I want you to enjoy your tea. So just try the 1 drop. And then that can be just great for an afternoon pick-me-up. It can help with congestion, digestive issues, all the many benefits of peppermint you're going to get from drinking that homemade tea. We always talk about the effectiveness of essential oils versus herbs, and how oils are alive and herbs are the dead form from the plant. And so peppermint is what I use to illustrate. When you compare the two, I always say, how thirsty are you? Because if you were just going to make an herbal cup of peppermint tea, then you'd have to drink 28 cups of that tea to match the effectiveness of just 1 drop of your peppermint essential oil. So if you're thinking about, oh yeah, I love herbal tea, I love peppermint tea, you may want to give up your current way to get that in and switch it to just your 1 drop of essential oil to get so much more benefit and so much more bang for your buck, actually. Because in this peppermint, which you're getting for free, you've got 250 drops of oil. So that's a lot of tea, my friends. Okay, some additional uses: oxygenate the blood, stay alert, stay awake. If you're on a long car trip, it's great to just breathe in, diffuse in your car, put a drop under your tongue. It also helps reduce body temperature. So if you're feeling warm while you're driving, then you can put it on the back of the neck. If you're cold while you're driving, maybe avoid the back of the neck and do one of the others that I just recommended. When you're reducing body temp, I also feel like I want to say, I do not get wound up about fever, because fever is the body's natural response when it's fighting something. And so the fact that you're getting a fever along with other symptoms should be encouraging to you. It should speak to you that your body is kicking in and doing what it knows to do to push sickness out. So we don't want to eliminate fever, but we want to manage it, because if fever gets too high, above that 106-degree range, whether it's an adult or a child, they can start having neurological issues, and we don't want to go there. We want to manage that fever and keep it in the low 100s so that it can do its job and help the body recover from whatever it's battling. So if you need to just reduce fever a little bit, you could put it on the spine or the bottoms of the feet. We definitely want to keep people comfortable while they're fighting something, but we don't want to wipe out that fever entirely. Something we do want to wipe out entirely is a hot flash. And so complete different thinking in this instance. I love keeping peppermint oil right by the side of my bed. It's life-changing. Instead of being up in the middle of the night for 45 minutes waiting for a hot flash to pass, all you have to do is swipe the back of your neck. You don't even need a full drop. You can just put your finger on the top of the bottle, dump it upside down, and swipe the back of your neck. And within seconds, you'll notice the relief kicking in. And so if you get them during the day, pop this in your purse or your work bag and take it with you wherever you go. And in an instant, you'll have that relief that you're looking for. I think I mentioned chest congestion. It's great for that. You can pair it with lemon and lavender for our blend for seasonal thrusts. Peppermint is also great pre and post workout to massage on muscles. And it also helps reduce cravings between meals. So another good reason to put a drop under the tongue or drink it in a little shot glass of water. So that concludes and folks, this is not all. I just try to give some highlights on each of the 3 oils so that you'll have some practical ways to pick it up and use it right away. But as always, go to your reference books, learn as much as you can about these 3 oils while they're in the spotlight today. It's one of my favorite things about BOGO week is learning something new and learning something more about each of these oils. So from the emotional standpoint, I just want to end on this note. I don't know about anyone else, but I've been dealing with just a lot of heavy emotions at probably about halfway through this year. I felt overwhelming fatigue emotionally and in my spirit, just with all the uncertainty in the world, all of the divisiveness in the world. It's just a lot to carry. Whether or not you're having something specific up in your life now that's causing pain, just the collective in our world today is a lot to handle. Then when you do have some personal things come up, you feel like you're crushed under the weight of it. That's how I've been feeling. And so these are 3 oils that you can turn to help with that emotional balance and recovery. So let me talk about peppermint first. This is the oil of a buoyant heart. And the way that I think about peppermint emotionally is I just need to get through this day. So I'm never a proponent of stuffing emotions down or denying that they're there, because that's not going to benefit. They're going to come up somehow, somewhere, in some way. And I find it's best to be proactive and participate in the healthy processing of emotions. But we don't always have time to sit in our feelings for an extended period of time. Sometimes we have to put our big girl panties on and get through the day. And peppermint is the oil that helps you do that. So when you just need to keep things a little bit below the surface so that you can run your errands or get your workday done without sobbing all over yourself, peppermint is your go-to. Then when you are ready to deal with those heavier emotions and you've got a couple hours to sit and cry and talk with a friend, get some prayer, and really help move through those emotions, pull them out from the root, sit with them for a bit, process through in a healthy way. Helichrysum is known as the oil for pain. And so if you're feeling those heavy emotions like hopelessness and just intense emotional pain or anguish, if you've experienced trauma, despair, or any type of emotional wounding, then Helichrysum is the oil that you want to pull out to deal with all of those. In exchange, you're going to experience healing, courage, hope, transformation, and feelings of perseverance and determination. And so there's Helichrysum for you. And then finally, rose is the oil of divine love. And so this is God's love being poured out through the rose, poured out through this bottle into your heart. And I just think of it as healing balm. So whether you're just getting through the day or you're truly sorting through those heavy emotions and healing through them, rose is your finisher. This is going to fill those empty spaces back up with what we want. And that's God's love. So finish with your rose and just bask in the love of God. I hope you've learned a lot today, and this information will be beneficial as you go out and grab this amazing BOGO offer. You're going to spend $70 wholesale, but you're going to save $77 with your free Helichrysum and free peppermint when you buy Rose Touch. So if you need any help, let me know. I'm here to help process orders, open your own account, or just answer any questions you have. It's always my joy and my honor to support you. So I hope you have a fantastic rest of your weekend. Happy Thanksgiving next week. I'll get a chance to say that to you again. If you'll join me back here next Wednesday for our next Wellness Wednesday, we'll be back again at 2 p.m. and we'll continue our Healthy for the Holidays series with just being intentional with your plans as we go into the holiday season. So we'll look forward to that. And in the meantime, as always, here's to your continued health and wellness. Take care.